So let's do what we do. We answer the questions, and the first one comes from Terry309.
Hmm.
Terry liked Game Talk last time. He said, "Finally, a Game Talker. Every game mentioned looks good or is good. Standards." Question: do you prefer? And I'll outline this a little bit. He has a question in comparing the Kirby games. Do you prefer the Masahiro Sakurai Kirby games or the Shinichi Shimomura Kirby games? And for context, he lists Sakurai's games as Kirby's Dreamland, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Superstar, and Kirby Air Ride, and Shimomura's games as Kirby's Dreamland 2, Dreamland 3, Kirby 64, and Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Axel, you go first.
I'm the worst one to go first. I've barely played any Kirby games. The only one I remember playing a lot of was Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland on Game Boy. So I guess I would go with Shimmer.
That was the sound of somebody very slowly like, opening a door. Shimmer.
Shimomura.
Yeah, Shimomura.
Yeah.
That could be seen as the opposite too if it got you to stop playing Kirby games.
That's a good point. He said, "I played this. I've had enough."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've dabbled at them, over the years, but that's the only one I remember actually owning and playing a bunch of on the school bus and stuff.
Good one.
I'll go next because I know only slightly more than him, and I would say there's no point in comparing because Kirby's always wonderful. So all Kirby's are welcome. I have no idea what those names are, so they're all great.
Well, for reference, have you played Dreamland 2, 3, 64, or Nightmare in Dreamland?
64, yeah.
Okay, and then for other reference, you've played Dreamland, Superstar, and Bits of Adventure?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 are Sakurai's, and 64 is Shimomura's.
I couldn't in any way tell you that there's a vast. I mean, obviously Kirby 64 is different, but I felt the charm was all there, so I couldn't. I think they're all great. I don't have one or the other.
BA. I think I have the next amount of Kirby knowledge, and Alex will probably go last. I don't know. That's probably how we're going right now. So I've played Dreamland, Adventure, Superstar, and Air Ride, all 4 of Sakurai's games. I've dabbled in 2, 3, and then I really like Kirby 64 and Nightmare in Dreamland. Kind of torn because, really love 64 and Nightmare in Dreamland, and I like 2 from what I remember. It's been so long, and 3 I didn't really like, and I really like Dreamland and Superstar. I guess I like Air Ride, but Adventure I don't really care as much about. And so I'm a little torn because it's like 3-1 and 3-1. I would probably they're neck and neck, but I'd probably go with Shimomura. I think Nightmare in Dreamland is maybe one of my favorite Kirby games, even though it's been a while since I played it. And Dreamland 2 is really good as well. And then 64, I know it's controversial. I happen to like it. So, yeah, I'll go Shimomura.
I like Kirby because he's pink. I'm just kidding. So,
all right, next
it is
question.
notable. Yeah, I like Kirby because he can puff up into a big guy, float around. So it's notable to say that he listed of the Shimomura games. He listed the what the hell it's called, a Dark Matter trilogy. Whatever the fuck, it's Dreamland 2, 3, and 64. Which says a lot of those games in particular say a lot about that style of Kirby because they're more like slower, deliberate, more collectible games, whereas Sakurai games are a little more simplistic and fast paced, meant to be more arcadey. I probably would say the Shimomura games. I prefer Dreamland 3 is my favorite. I like Dreamland 2 a lot. And 64 I'm not that keen on, but it's simply just because I don't like Kirby's movement speed. I think the game design's fine. I just have trouble focusing while I play it because I'm like, Kirby go faster. but I like all Kirby. Kirby's good.
You sound like you're doing an Adam Sandler impression.
Yeah, I'm like Billy Mack.
Kirby is good.
Oh, okay.
I just pictured him in the bathtub.
Stay tuned for the map out of this month, Little Nicky for the Game Boy Color.
Oh,
which you
yeah.
can play on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Or you might hear it today.
How did you forget where that's been our map out? We've had it planned for weeks.
Oh yeah, forgot. I mean, how did I forget? I don't know.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.